Hey guys, Thogden here, welcome back to a new video. Now today, I'm bringing you another Premier League predictions. Now it's weird at the moment because of a winter break, so we've got like 4 games this weekend and then another 6 next week, but we're going to do all of them in this video. And of course, Thogdad is in Rwanda, but luckily, he's sending his predictions in. And of course, we got to bring in our special guest, Aaron G Football. Here he is.
Nice.
How you doing, mate? Good to see you on up the tags. Yeah, I'm wearing the hashtag shirt.
Honestly, Arsenal have smashed it. They've got Thogdad to Rwanda. The best partnership of all time.
Good marketing skills right there. That's all I'm saying.
Unreal.
Don't know what the points are like, so Thogdad, speak now about the points. Just to put in perspective where Thogdad is right now, look on a Google Earth Maps, okay? We're going to go to Kigali, Rwanda. Most of us in England, here's where Thogdad is. Bang in the middle of Africa. He's there giving his score prediction.
Hello, this is Thogdad here in Rwanda in Central Africa. Last week we had Will. He only got 4 points. Theo got 4 points. Thogdad got 6 points. Same again, eh?
I don't actually know what the points are, so hopefully I've done well. We're going to now get into our first game, which is Everton versus Crystal Palace. A little fact for you, Everton are unbeaten in 80% of home games in which they're favourites. They're favourites again in this match, and I don't think they're going to bottle it. But then again, if you look at the head-to-heads, none of the last 4 matches have seen a goal before half-time. So low scoring.
Really?
What do you think?
Well, I was going to throw in a stat of my own.
Okay, go on.
Everton are unbeaten against Crystal Palace in their last 10.
Ooh, an Aaron G fact, making up for the Thogdad not being here.
Rwandans got their way. But Everton have impressed me under Ancelotti, so I think they're going to win this one.
Okay.
I'm going to go 2-1 home win. Dominic Calvert-Lewin to score 2.
He's in my fantasy team. I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to say Everton 2, Palace 1. And here's Thogdad's prediction.
Everton 1, Crystal Palace 0. Crystal Palace have only got 2 points in 5 games. I reckon Everton will do this one.
Cool. Let's move on to the next game. Brighton versus Watford. Another Saturday kickoff.
And I'm going to say this is going to be a Premier League classic. This is going to be one of, I'm being genuinely serious, this
Brighton
is going to be
Watford.
One of the great Premier League games because it's 2 teams that are, you know, struggling as such.
Yeah, that's true.
There's going to be goals galore, I feel it.
Okay, well it's 15th versus 19th, so both teams could really do with points. Brighton haven't won in 6.
They've won this year. This calendar year.
Mental. Against West Ham, it was a 3-3 draw. It was a proper game. That was a classic.
A proper game.
That was a proper game. Glenn Murray, though, he obviously got the 3rd goal to equalise. They've only scored 99 Premier League goals, and he scored 26 of them. So I'm going to back him to score for Brighton. But I think Watford are too hard to beat, so I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. What are your thoughts on that?
1-1? No way. As I said, this is a Premier League classics. Like,
Disagreed.
Premier League classics don't end 1-1.
Okay, alright.
It's going to be Troy Deeney versus Glenn Murray, you know?
Yeah. 2
of the greats of all time.
Yeah.
I'm going for another 3-3 draw.
Oh, okay, a draw, but a bit more mental.
It's going to honestly be carnage.
Let's see what Thogdad thinks.
Brighton 1, Watford 0. Now, Brighton actually haven't won any of the last 5 games. That will change this weekend.
Sheffield United versus Bournemouth, which is Sunday's kickoff. 6th versus 16th. Now, it's at Bramall Lane. I was actually at the last Bramall Lane match where they lost 1-0 to Man City. Dean Henderson saved a penalty against Gabriel Jesus.
Dean Henderson, England goalkeeper at Euro 2020, yes or no?
Oh, I would say yes. But Southgate won't do it. Pickford did so well World Cup, made that penalty save. I can't see him.
Even in the Nations League, he was the hero as well.
I know.
Dean Henderson's been insane this season.
Let us know in the comments, who do you want in your Euros goalkeeper position?
3-0 Sheffield United win. Bournemouth haven't won 3 in a row since 2016.
Yeah. Jesus.
So
are they on 2 at the moment?
On 2 at the moment.
Oh my goodness.
That's league wins, by the way.
Okay.
Because obviously they did lose to Arsenal in the FA Cup. Just had to get it in there.
I'm going to say Sheffield United win, not by that many goals, 2-0 though.
Thogdad, what's your score?
Sheffield United 1, Bournemouth 0. Now, admittedly, Bournemouth have lost the last 2, but Sheffield United 6th place. What can stop them now?
So this is the last game of Sunday, Man City versus West Ham. 2nd versus 18th. 1 fighting for the league, which probably won't happen, and 1 fighting in a relegation scrap. Will it be goals galore for City?
In my opinion, yes. They need that. If they win this, 19 points behind Liverpool. I mean,
wow.
You can catch them up.
Just so good.
In no way. Also, Liverpool fans, they would love a story where they win it on the last day.
I think it would be more than like winning it in January, which they pretty much have.
Yeah.
But having said that, City's still going to win this game. Aguero with 1 because he scored 10 in 13 games against West Ham. I'm going to go for City 2, West Ham 0.
I think they'll win 4-0.
Oh, okay. Now let's see what Thogdad says.
Manchester City 3, West Ham 0. Of course, you know, Man City lost to Tottenham last week, but surely West Ham at home, it's going to be a bit of a walkover.
Wolves Leicester, this is actually a big game. 2 teams that have been pretty decent so far. How do you think the game's going to go?
I'm going to go for a 2-1 Wolves win. I think everyone was...
Oh, wow.
If Liverpool were going to lose one game this season, the one I thought they would lose was Wolves away. Wolves were great there.
Yeah.
Wolves turn up against bigger sides as well. They beat Man City a few weeks ago.
I actually got written down, I've said Leicester 2-1, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to change it to a 2-2 draw. I think what you've said has kind of convinced me. Let me know in the comments what's your prediction for this game. Leicester have lost as well. They're getting exposed recently. They've lost 2 of their last 3 away matches.
Doesn't matter what the real score is, it just matters what Thogden thinks.
Exactly, yeah. That's what we're all tuning in for, really.
Wolves 1, Leicester 1.
Next match, bit of a mid-table game, 13th versus 11th. Southampton versus Burnley. Will you be tuning in for this big game?
It's not going to be the classic that Brighton versus Watford. But it's still
both classics.
It could be an interesting one. I've got a good fact to you about this one.
All right.
Danny Ings scores goals.
Oh wow, that's a great fact. I didn't know that.
It's what he does. I'm backing him to get 2-0.
I'm going to say Southampton win it as well, 2-1. I think Chris Wood will get the goal for Burnley. He's into double figures now in the Premier League this season.
Ralph Hasenhüttl, I think he's a really good manager. Like a couple of months ago, Southampton lost 9-0 to Leicester, and everyone's like, this guy is an idiot. Now, when Arsenal got rid of Unai Emery, and I didn't really think Mikel Arteta was in the frame, he was the person I wanted.
Oh,
I'm a big Ralph Hasenhüttl fan.
I think there's something about German managers and their culture.
Yeah.
It's just... Bye. Thanks for watching this video, guys. See you later.
Thogden, what's your score?
I'm going Southampton 2, Burnley 1. Of course, Southampton got battered by Liverpool last week, but I think they'll bounce back. Burnley do not travel very well.
Next match is Norwich versus Liverpool. I told you some crackers this game. 20th versus 1st. What do you think's going to happen?
I think it's going to be 5-0.
That's taking the piss.
I'm not. It's what I've written down.
Have you got something against East Anglia? Norwich 0, Liverpool 3. Not as crazy as you, but does he think more or less goals? Wow, Thogden, big result. I don't know what it is, but big result, I'm guessing.
Norwich 0, Liverpool 2. I've got people who think this could be a shock. I don't.
Next game, Aston Villa versus Tottenham. 17th versus 5th, but Villa are at Wembley. But they did just lose to Bournemouth. What do you think is going to happen?
I think Spurs are going to win 3-1.
Was it a penalty or was it a dive last night against Southampton?
Realistically, it was a dive. You're just going to say it wasn't for argument's sake, but...
Listen, we've got to look at both sides of the story.
This isn't even me being biased. It just isn't a penalty.
I saw one of the videos and there was contact, and on top of that, Son literally brought it around the keeper and would have scored. It's either a penalty or a goal. You're an Arsenal fan. I respect you having your opinion, you know? I'm going for Aston Villa 1, Tottenham 2. So Tottenham will grind out a win. That's what Jose does. I am the humble one.
Aston Villa 1, Spurs 2. Great win against Manchester City last week.
The next game is your team, Arsenal, at home to Newcastle. So it's 10th versus 12th, a mid-table match. I'm sorry to break it to you. I think Albert will score. I think it'll be a 1-0 win. But a little fact for you, both teams haven't lost in 5 games.
It's tough. Look, Arsenal are playing much better under Mikel Arteta.
Haven't lost in 2020, which is positive.
Of course it's positive, but then again, Burnley, Bournemouth away, we should be winning these games. We're Arsenal. I think we will beat Newcastle. We're going to win 2-0.
What are your thoughts on Pepe?
Give him time.
Okay.
Give him time. When he cuts in and finesses into that far corner...
It's like watching Robin.
2-0 to the Arsenal.
All right.
Do you know what Ozil's going to score?
Oh, now we're talking about it.
Now we're talking about it. Mesut Ozil to score against Newcastle. I'm saying it 2 weeks before the game.
You love him.
Arsenal 1, Newcastle 0. Arsenal have drawn the last 4, but surely Newcastle at home, they should be able to nick it.
Final game, which is going on, I think, Sunday next week. Chelsea versus United. 4th versus 7th. Now, if you put it in form of the last 5 Premier League matches, Chelsea are 12th in the table, and even worse, United are 17th in the table.
That is crazy. Like, we've grown up, no matter how old you are. These are 2 of the biggest teams around.
I know. I grew up in Greater Manchester. I remember everyone bragging about having Ronaldo and Rooney in their team.
That Ronaldo match text card, the 101-101.
Oh, that was getting...
Those were the days.
That was like gold in the playground.
I actually packed him at my primary school, and like when I say the limbs around the playground, everyone was going crazy.
Yeah.
They just packed Ronaldo.
Yeah. Mate, if that happened in Manchester, everyone's attacking you and beating you up to take the card. That's the difference between a London primary school and a Manchester one.
The first game of the season was Lampard's first game. It was United 4, Chelsea 0. Chelsea haven't been good at Stamford Bridge this season as a whole, but I think they'll win this one.
Oh, okay. Do you think Pogba will be back for that game? I think he will.
Do you know what? I don't even know if Pogba will ever play for Manchester United again.
Wow.
So I'm going to go for a 2-1 Chelsea win.
I've got written down Chelsea 3, United 2. But I'm going to take that away because United have only scored 4 goals in the last 5 Premier League games. So I'm just going to go for a 1-1.
Thogden, what's your score?
Finally, Chelsea 2, Man United 1. Should be a good game. but I think Chelsea will just pip United.
Let me know, guys, in the comments. Do you still play Fantasy Premier League? Do you still want us to include this part in the video? Please like. What is the like target? I'm going to give it to you.
What'd you get last week?
3,000.
Try and improve on that.
All right.
I'm here. Let's go 4,000.
Okay, smash it, guys. If we get 4,000 likes, what are we going to do?
We'll make a video about England in Euro 2020.
Oh, interesting. Now, go follow his Instagram, RNG Football. You can follow me, Thogden. You can follow Thogdad he's in Rwanda, so if that doesn't deserve a follow, I don't know what does, really. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more Premier League or football content, or Bolton vlogs or England vlogs. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. I'm sure you won't regret it. So we'll see you all later. Have a good one, lads. Goodbye.